All right. Make sure the mic isn't too loud. I'm going to listen to it here. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. Okay, so let me adjust some stuff. How did I fucked up this thing on my stream. I'm trying to see if I can fix it. There goes chat. Bingo. All right. All right. So this stream is just going to be me overall accepting any debates that have popped up in my sphere. Let me mute this. Here, I'm echoing myself. I'm going to be addressing any debate issues, any topics that I've seen in my comment section. If anybody who wanted to debate me is around, this would be their opportunity. I know this is kind of impromptu, so I know some people aren't gonna be able to pop in for those debates. However, I would say I should be able to go live every Tuesday from here on. It's just gonna depend on my new work schedule. I'm starting a new job soon, so let me get everything set up here. I want to make sure I have Discord up in case anybody in the Discord wants to say anything in regards to this live stream. One thing I want to do on stream today is I want to kind of react to and debunk this video. So even if no one joins today, there'll still be some content to watch. Just give me 1 second. Thank you, phone. There's a specific video that I want to kind of tackle before anything else. Let me see if I can get that joint pulled up here. I also need to share the live stream. Get this question here. I'm gonna screenshot it and put it on stream. This is actually this question is actually very relevant to what I'm gonna be talking about. So I'm kind of glad this person said this. If you want to ask questions for the stream, you can ask them via chat, obviously, or through the Discord. This question is going to be very important for the video I'm going to react to, actually. So give me 1 second. I'm going to share the live stream on my channel, and we're going to get started. Ah, shit. There we go. Gotta make sure the image is something controversial, guys. If you guys want my YouTube tips of the day, always pick a controversial thumbnail, okay? My current thumbnail is not that bad. I think everyone can agree. Saitama pretty much solos Omni-Man, but this thumbnail, I should switch to this. I'm gonna do that right now. Watch this. I'm gonna switch the thumbnail. All right, boom. Okay, so the video I'm wanting to react to is actually in regards to Naruto, which is why I brought that question up. Naruto should be a low ball of like a large planet. Okay, so let me get this video up. Hopefully I can find it here. Yeah, for whatever reason, this specific video is very hard to find. But it was a video that I watched, and I just completely disagree with the video by every measure, by every fucking mean. I think it was completely disingenuous. And either the person, excuse me, the person had no idea what they were talking about, or just took too many liberties. I don't know if I don't want to claim bias, but it was just pretty bad. Where the fuck? There it is. Got it. So we're gonna watch that on stream right now. If anybody's joining in or anybody's tapping in, we're just gonna be doing a quick little reaction video. Let's turn the music down. Oh.
Oh boy, I can already see the dislikes for this video coming in. But anyway, Naruto, Dragon Ball, how strong would Naruto be in Dragon Ball, yada yada. Just like in the previous video I did about how strong Luffy from one...
I'm gonna only pause this video when something of relevance or that I disagree with comes up. But I'm gonna tell you now, if you are experienced in Naruto scaling, even as a Naruto, like I'm the type of person that usually mid-balls Naruto. I don't really believe in the uni stuff, but I do think you can argue it. Like I always say, good debater can argue any stance. However, I'm more of a star level Naruto, maybe like multi-solar if you want to go off Kaguya. But it just depends on how you feel. What's up, Batu? I'm pretty much going through this video. I watched some of it and I just completely disagree with it. So I'm gonna go and do a quick little response debunk type thing.
One Piece would be in the Dragon Ball universe, I will be checking out how tough our ninja friend really is. We are going to be analyzing Naruto's powers, abilities and feats and compare them to the absolute goated peak fiction that is Dragon Ball. Before we get into the flame war that is this video, let's just talk about some of the...
It's supposed to be a non-biased video, by the way.
For these types of videos, I typically stick to about 5 core rules. Rule number 1, power levels are bullshit. As most of you probably know, power levels were used a ton in early to mid Z, and they are a numerical value to indicate how strong someone is. The problem is that they make no sense, honestly. Like an example of this,
I agree with that.
Piccolo were seen destroying the moon when their power level was around 300. Skip forward to
So I will say I agree with the power level thing. People rely specifically on it only to prove their argument, but when it contradicts it, they don't want to mention it. I think power levels should just be disregarded in Dragon Ball. And that you should mainly focus on feats, because Dragon Ball is pretty good feat wise. You don't need power levels. Like we know Roshi is moon level because he was able to destroy the moon, or is capable of destroying the moon. We don't need to use his power level to determine that. It's too inconsistent. So people will only argue power levels when you're arguing for someone as weak as Raditz or below him. Notice that. It's basically an attempt to get people who are Raditz level to seem stronger than they actually are.
Was seemingly not capable of the same thing. Another thing is that Saiyan Saga Vegeta claimed he could destroy the Earth, but we had actually never seen him destroy a planet in canon material at that.
That is true, but there's no reason to think Vegeta couldn't destroy a planet. The Saiyans themselves should all be able to conquer a planet on their own, whether it's to surface wipe it, wipe out all its inhabitants. It would still be multi-continental to planetary. Vegeta at this time should scale somewhere under his father, who, yeah, maybe it wasn't filler, I can't remember, waved away a couple planets. I just don't think it's genuine to say that Vegeta isn't planetary when, like, Kid Gohan was able to threaten the planet. Like, if you remember, Piccolo was like, hey, Gohan going berserker, he's threatening the Earth. The Earth will be destroyed before the Saiyans get here. Why would Vegeta be weaker than that? It makes no logical sense.
Point in time. Him destroying planet Alia is a filler, so I won't actually include it in these videos. The thing with Dragon Ball early Dragon Ball Z is that Toriyama just really didn't have a set plan.
That's right. I'm gonna skip through all this just because I don't care.
Characters to compare our Jolly Orange Ninja to in order to see where he scales in terms of power. We start our way at Dragon Ball and move our way up through Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. It's like, it's not really meant to be taken super seriously, and if you do end up taking this super seriously, you might just need to go and touch some grass. With the rules being explained, let's just start by taking a look at Naruto's skill set. Naruto is the main character of the cleverly called show Naruto. I'm sure that one took a while to conjure up. Naruto is a shinobi, a fancy word for ninja. Being a shinobi, Naruto uses jutsus, which are techniques used by shinobi to obtain the edge in battle. Some of Naruto's signature jutsus are Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto can conjure several shadow clones to aid him in battle. These clones are basically just more versions of himself with the same knowledge and techniques. Naruto is especially gifted in this jutsu compared to other ninjas. Summoning Jutsu. Naruto can summon creatures to aid him in battle.
So far I have no issues with this part.
Naruto's equivalent to ki in the palm of his hand, and either slams it into his opponent or throws it at them. Tailed Beast. Naruto has a powerful entity called a Tailed Beast inside of him. These Tailed Beasts are essentially living forms of chakra and grant their hosts huge reserves of chakra to use in battle. Jinchuriki Transformation. Yeah, I'm just gonna call them furry forms because no way in hell can I continue to pronounce that word.
Furry forms. Wait, why not just call him QB?
Grant their hosts huge reserves of chakra to use in battle. Jinchuriki Transformation. Yeah, I'm just gonna call them furry forms because no way in hell can I
just call it a QB
but
mode.
Naruto has merged with the fox-tailed beast inside of him and can tap into its powers. By doing so, he takes on more of a fox-like appearance with fox-like characteristics. He has the version 1 form, which just gives him a reddish aura in the shape of a fox, enhancing his combat abilities. He also has the Kurama mode, which makes him glow gold with a
Or yeah,
aura,
just say
which boosts his
Kurama.
physical and chakra abilities even more.
They just mean
he
they're
has his
picking.
tailed beast mode, which is essentially a failed Kurama mode, which means that in this mode he just grows massive. He is also able to summon the massive fox outside of his body later on, allowing the two of them to fight together. Baryon mode is how Naruto would look if he regularly shopped at Hot Topic, but jokes aside, this mode grants Naruto even higher amounts of physical strength, endurance, and raw chakra strength. Sage mode is probably Naruto's single strongest technique. In this state, Naruto's senses and jutsus are made even stronger, and he has multiple versions of Sage mode to fight with. He has the 6-path Sage mode, which is just an upgraded form of his regular Sage mode, enhancing his strength even further. He has the Asura Kurama Sage mode, which uses his Kurama mode combined with his Sage mode to grant him the benefits of both forms. Now, obviously, Naruto has like 1,000 other jutsus up his ass, and I can't
so
just list them all
ugly.
here, but I do believe
How is his toes soggy? Why do they look like they melted?
Description of what Naruto is working with. Let's not daddle on any longer and get to our first matchup.
This is my comeback.
Ads.
Start yours at purdueglobal.edu.
I legit might pull this into my other browser to avoid ads. Hell nah. I'm not getting paid for these ads. Give me 1 second, yo. Fuck no. I'm not getting paid for those ads. I'm not getting paper. I'm not giving you your ad rev, little bro. So let me stop. But for real though, I'm not getting paid for it. So why would I go through that? All right. Try that again.
Here, give a good enough description.
I've already seen the video with ad block not on,
Let
so
me ask
whatever.
You a simple question. What do you need to fight a ninja? That's right, another ninja. The Murasaki quadruplets are shinobi employed by the infamous Red Ribbon Army. Let's take a look at what they can do. Superhuman speed. The Murasaki quadruplets can move faster than the average human I can see. Just like Naruto, the Murasaki quadruplets can use ninjutsu like substitution, and I suppose they can kind of cheat.
One thing I just noticed is he didn't really get into their stats at all. Like, not their stats as these guys. Naruto's. He just said each form can do this. This form just makes him bigger. This form allows him to use more chakra. Okay, so how much? Maybe he explains that later. Well, yes, we're going to see.
Form technique or the shadow clones, but they just move very fast and confuse the enemy because there are 4 of them instead of actually summoning clones. The Murasaki quadruplets are shown to be able to use swords, daggers, and throwing stars masterfully. To just get straight to the point, Naruto would just absolutely cream pie the Murasaki brothers in like 0.3 seconds. Maybe the 4 of them would have stood a chance when Naruto had his first day at school and was still in diapers, but Naruto would ass blast them without a single drop of sweat escaping from his perfect orange cheeks. Let's move on to round 2 and see how he does there.
I agree with that. It's no diff. These are just normal fucking superhumans.
Tao Pai Pai, or as I am going to call him for the rest of this video, Mercenary Tao.
That's longer than Tao Pai Pai.
And fellow mentor to Tien and JUTSU. Tao is a proficient assassin with a reputation that is known throughout the world. He was eventually hired to collect the Dragon Balls for the Red Ribbon Army. Let's check out Mercenary Tao. Mercenary Tao possesses the ability to harness his inner ki to defend himself and fire energy waves. Tao also has physical strength, speed, and endurance that far exceed a normal humans. Mercenary Tao is a master martial artist of the Crane School. Mercenary Tao is not afraid to kill. In fact, he makes it his primary way of fighting. Unlike guys like Goku, Tao will not hesitate to use any kind of dirty trick he can use to kill his opponents. I think Mercenary Tao would put up quite a fight against Naruto, but end up losing when Naruto pulls out one of his furry forms. From what I have seen, Naruto...
Okay, no. No. Sage mode. Not even Sage mode. Base Naruto with a Rasen Shuriken. He's erasing General Tao. What is he talking about? General Tao is like pillar level. He's like grenade level. Give me a second. I mean, let me pull up something real quick. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Not tripping? Yeah, his best feat is literally throwing a pillar, right? Yeah, it's literally him riding a fucking pillar. Am I crazy, or did General Tao nearly die to a grenade? Or is that a meme? It's probably a meme. However, his best feat is throwing a pillar. If you want to put him on par with Tien, you can get him like at like, I don't even know. Didn't Tien and Roshi fight or something? I don't remember, bro. I haven't watched original Dragon Ball forever. One thing I do know is how strong Naruto is. And I know for a fact, a lot of characters in original Dragon Ball didn't reach Naruto's level until the end of original Dragon Ball. Some characters didn't reach his level until Z. So, and this isn't even wank. This is not highball. This is literally just, what is he talking about? A Biju bomb can level entire islands. Like this is a known calc, known feat shown in the series. Biju bombs at a low ball are mountain level, but depending on who's firing them, they could be up to island level. General Tao uses grenades and throws pillars and just swaps hands with Goku. Yes, he can take like a Kamehameha wave, but that's not really a good feat for him when you have a fucking durability negation Rasen Shuriken that's going to target you like molecularly. I employ anyone to find a way that General Tao beats base Naruto or Sage Mode Naruto. Sage Mode is fucking like, is too much.
Handle mercenary Tao with relative ease. Naruto should, however, not get careless though, because once Tao sees an opportunity to corner him, he will. Tao
and do what?
Have no trouble grabbing one of Naruto's friends as a human shield.
Okay. What are you talking about? This is how far would Naruto get in Dragon Ball, not how far would Team 7 get in Dragon Ball. And even on top of that, Tao is not grabbing anybody from Team 7. What are you talking about? What is this guy talking about? I'm not trying to be like toxic or anything, but you yet again, his best feats are fighting one of the weakest forms of Goku. Like where he's fighting large building to city block level Goku. His best feat is throwing a pillar that he caught up with, which is like supersonic to hypersonic speeds. Because of how fast it traveled. It traveled like a couple thousand kilometers or something like that, right? What is he talking about though? Because part 1 characters in Naruto are fighting against Haku, who is light speed. And if you are one of those people that does not want to concede that point, okay, fair, fine, whatever. So we move on throughout the series, and we have things like the Light Fang. We have things like Momoshiki flying through dimensions and stars and shit. We have Kaguya able to expand an orb and erase an entire set of existences within a couple minutes. Has to be light speed or higher. And this is off the top of my head. I could be wrong about some of this stuff. I always concede that I'm not the most accurate in terms of recalling things immediately. However, I do think Haku light speed is 100% logical because he's moving through fucking mirrors. Mirrors reflect what? Light, and that's how he's reflecting himself through the mirrors. Duh. So General Tao is not even touching any of Team 7 to hold as a human shield. What is this guy talking about?
Let's go to Naruto for this matchup, even though he does have to be pretty careful to not get his friends killed. Onwards to round 3. Since the Japanese community refuses to do it, I'm going to put some respect on my boy Tien. Did you know that Tien is the only rival of Goku to have actually beaten him in a fight? Piccolo has never actually beaten Goku, Vegeta has never truly beaten Goku either. Let's take a look at how Naruto would square up against the champion of the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament. Tien possesses the ability to harness his inner ki to defend himself and fire energy waves. Tien has physical strength, speed and endurance that far exceed the normal humans. Tien is also a master martial artist of the Crane School just like Tao was. Tien is shown to have mastered the art of Ki. He can nullify incoming Ki blast attacks, and this is achieved by harnessing Ki into the mouth or another body part and unleashing a powerful Ki-filled shout or energy shield that nullifies the incoming blast. Tien can split himself into 4 versions of himself. Each version has 1/4 of the power of the original Tien. Although each individual is weaker, this technique can be easily used to confuse and overwhelm the opponent. Tien is the inventor of the solar flare technique, which he can use to blind his opponents. Tien has the ability
I'm gonna tell you right now, solar flare does not matter if Naruto's in Sage mode. Naruto literally can sense everything on the planet in Sage mode. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's Kurama Sage mode, but I believe in Sage mode, even still, he can sense your intentions.
From his shoulders, giving him a total of 4 arms. This essentially doubles his attacking speed. Tien can convert his very life energy into a devastating Ki blast attack that is many times more powerful than any regular Ki blast he fires would be.
Yeah.
Now I need you all to understand that Tien is an absolute menace. Between his high proficiency for martial arts and plethora of strong techniques, I really do believe that Tien could give Naruto one hell of a run for his money.
Eyes, Jesus.
Sadly, I do still have to give the win to Naruto.
Yeah, no, Tien is like, at this point in the series, is like moon level. We have base Naruto in the last movie, able to one-tap someone who was going to hurl the hollow moon at Earth. I believe it was the hollow moon. Or maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I can't recall stuff good off the top of my head because I read and analyze so many series. But Toneri is at least moon level. And a base Naruto who was weakened and didn't use any Kurama chakra in that fight was able to one-tap Toneri. I don't know how he's doing this video. Like, is he just saying, like, Naruto Shippuden, or is he just saying like Naruto, if you went all out, would lose or it'd be contended? It just doesn't make sense for a like, and he's moon level if he uses an attack that drains his life force. And the only reason I'm giving him moon level is because he's stronger, or he compares to or is stronger than Roshi during that that segment of the story. Roshi being able to destroy the moon. However, he does not have these speed feats, nor the AP feats without major sacrifice to contend with Naruto. The half, like not even half, the full Nine Tails is capable of turning the world to ash. Whether you consider that just surface wiping, that's still multi-continental. Now you stack that with the fact that Naruto was able to harness this ki plus 6 chakra on top of that, plus his vast chakra reserves because he's a Uzumaki. He's going to be at least around moon level if you want to put him there. I think a fair place to put Naruto at the end of Shippuden is around like small planet to planetary, just because of his fight versus Kaguya. Kaguya being a fucking interdimensional alien. Of course, there's better evidence to prove that I'm not going to pull up directly on stream. If this becomes a thing where people think my argument is contentious and don't believe me, I'll do a whole video about it. I can do a video scaling Naruto. I love to.
Because
he's not losing to Tien. He's on a speed blitz. And even if you don't believe Naruto has the AP to take out Tien, there are so many other ways he could. He could seal him. He could BFR him. There's so many different things Naruto can do to stop this fight. He could Truth Seeking Orb this dude and durability neg him and turn him into fucking dust. There's just not enough win cons for Tien being around the same level as Naruto. If you want to lowball Naruto.
And I also believe that Naruto has the edge over Tien due to his transformations. I believe that Kurama mode, Naruto should be able to beat Tien in a fight with a decent chance. But let's move on to round 4, which is also
no offense to you, but this guy doesn't even seem to know what his opinion is on the topic.
The Demon King himself reincarnated to exact revenge on Goku and attain his dream of world domination. Piccolo Jr. is the final boss of Dragon Ball, and for good reasons. Let's have a look at what Naruto is up against. Piccolo Jr. has several busted abilities, such as the ability to use Ki to defend himself and fire energy waves, just like everyone before him. Piccolo Jr. also has physical strength, speed and endurance that far exceed the normal humans. Piccolo Jr. is also a Namekian, which grants him the ability to grow to enormous sizes and overwhelm his opponents, as well as regrowing lost limbs as long as he has the stamina to do it. Whilst his list of specific techniques at this point in time is not as long as Tien's was, Piccolo Jr. is capable of obliterating half of a town with a single attack. In order to beat the reincarnated Demon King, I believe Naruto will have to enter his Baryon mode at least.
So wait, is it King Piccolo or
Tien's was? Piccolo Jr. ability to grow
Piccolo Jr.
and for good reason. For him, Piccolo Jr. also has physical strength, speed and endurance that far exceed the normal humans. Piccolo Jr. is also a Namekian, which grants him the ability to grow to enormous sizes and overwhelm his opponents, as well as
wrong with this so
regrowing
far.
lost limbs as long as he has the stamina to do it. Whilst his list of specific techniques at this point in time is not as long as Tien's was, Piccolo Jr. is capable of obliterating half of a town with a single attack. In order to beat the reincarnated Demon King, I believe Naruto will have to enter his Baryon mode at least. Piccolo Jr. will be able to
For what
regenerate
reason?
for a while, so this fight will drag on for sure. And whilst I do believe that Naruto can win this, he could also easily just be overwhelmed by the just overwhelming power of Piccolo Jr. at this point. With Dragon Ball finished, we're going to move into Dragon Ball.
So, yet again, the issue with this always boils down to Naruto's hacks and his speed, of course. At a low ball at this point, Naruto is faster than Light. At this point in the series, none of these characters have reached light speed. You're going to try to argue that without any fucking points or any proof. Physically impossible. No character in the series at this point was faster than light or light speed. The highest speed you can give anybody at this point in the series is relativistic, and that is wank. I'm going to say around massively hypersonic to massively hypersonic plus. The main reason I say this is because light speed wasn't really achieved until the Saiyan Saga. And this is based on Goku's travel across Snake Way. There's a bunch of math behind that. It's easy. You could Google it. Just Google Goku Snake Way calc. It puts him around relativistic to FTL, plus with Kaioken even faster. There's no reason why this version of Piccolo would match that speed. It just doesn't make logical sense. On top of that, and I know this is a dead horse, what is Piccolo going to do as a slower person to counter being sealed? To counter durability neg. Naruto can heal as well, my friend. This is not a unique factor to Piccolo. It's like he stated that as if it was like the reason why Piccolo would stand a chance. Like, oh, with Baryon mode, Piccolo will continue to regenerate anyways. It'll drag on. Naruto can regenerate too, and he does not need Baryon mode. Honestly, if he really wanted to, he could just have like Gamma Bunta swallow this motherfucker. Okay, I'm fucking exaggerating. But the point I'm trying to make is Naruto has so many different win conditions that it's not fair for any other characters for Dragon Ball. The main thing that they do is martial arts and ki blast. With how Naruto works, he can simply dodge that. Naruto also can breathe in space, so he'll destroy the planet. That's not going to be enough. It's arguable that Piccolo Jr. or just Piccolo can destroy the planet at this point. But if you believe that, that's fine. I'm actually willing to concede that. However, like I said, there is no reason to believe Naruto at this point in the series wasn't planetary due to scaling somewhere near Kaguya, being able to be the only person to overwhelm or even do any significant damage on her until the end of the fight. If I'm wrong, correct me. It's just, I wish I could go through and list all the reasons Naruto wins and it would just kind of drag on, but I can give some more reasons just because I feel like people are going to say I'm not. I'm just saying no and repeating the same thing, so I got you. I got you right here. I have a list of like all Naruto's hacks, so let's put it up here. So as I said, the true seeking orbs, which, you know, they literally negate durability, which is insane. They're able to even stop the regen of an Edo. So I would say and argue it could stop Piccolo's regeneration. I don't see why it couldn't. He has access to all ninjutsu, which allows him to seal people with his Rasen Shuriken. Rasen Shuriken go down to a molecular level, which are able to do significant damage, slightly ignoring durability. His fucking Rasen Shuriken can destroy fucking meteorites that dwarf the mountains surrounding them. He has, or rather he should have receiver rods. I don't know why he wouldn't. Under the notion that he did, if we're doing a cross-verse battle, those should be able to apply to Piccolo, so he should be able to stop Piccolo's key control with those. That's if we're doing a cross-verse battle with, you know, this affects this verse the same way it affects theirs. What else? Like I said, he can heal. He can actually control life energy. He can sense your intentions. He can sense all things on the planet at once. It's just not really fair when you really think about what this man has access to. Multiple shadow clones that can all replicate his abilities. Kurama avatar. What is he going to do against a bunch of Naruto shadow clones that are all throwing Rasen Shuriken at him? That are all faster than him as well. Yes, Naruto's shadow clones can be one-tapped. Naruto shadow clones take any damage, I believe they go away. But if they're faster than you, you're not hitting them. My mic is peaking. What the fuck is going on there? Hope that wasn't doing that the whole recording. What the fuck? If it was, I'll fix it in post. Let's continue.
Z with our first Dragon Ball Z opponent. Raditz marks the starting point of Dragon Ball Z and is the first enemy I can see putting up a good fight against Naruto and have a good chance of winning. It took a dead Goku and an armless Piccolo to beat Raditz. Let's take a look at what Raditz can do. Raditz can use Ki to defend from incoming attacks, launch powerful attacks in the form of energy waves, and fly. Raditz has physical strength, speed, and endurance that far exceed any normal humans. Like every other Saiyan, Raditz can transform into the Great Ape when conditions are met, said conditions being a full moon or exposure to blood swapes. People often forget that Raditz can pretty much solo a lot of anime universes by himself. Saiyans are probably the single strongest characters.
Okay, first of all, epilepsy warning. Second of all, that's irrelevant to the topic. Still, it's fine. Most anime verses don't really focus heavily on their power system, whereas Dragon Ball is a very power push story. Being stronger than someone else is how you win in Dragon Ball. It has nothing to do with your skill or ability, unless you want to argue Ultra Instinct was a skill thing, which is fine. That's okay. Sure. But regardless of that fact, oh, I forgot to change the music name on the fucking stream. Shit. But regardless to that fact, I just think it's kind of disingenuous to add that when it has nothing to do with the topic, because I can assure you he's not soloing the Naruto to Boruto universe. Not right now, at least. We have people like Momoshiki or Shibai, who even off just statements alone are going to scale above this fucker. I guess you can already assume, my opinion, Naruto should win. Low to mid diff if you want to give Raditz planetary. However, like I said, he just doesn't have the speed to do anything. He should be around relativistic to maybe light speed if you want to give him that. However, we know he's significantly weaker than Vegeta and the others, who you can only really comfortably give planetary because they don't have any multi-planetary feats. It just wouldn't make sense to give them that. Planetary is the best you can give Saiyans because we know they're all assigned to a planet with the specific purpose to conquer or destroy it. So that's why I'm able to say Saiyans are planetary, and I can't say so-and-so is planetary. Does that make sense? So let that sink in. I think Raditz is technically around small planet, large moon, stronger than anybody before, whether that's overall technique or whatever you want to call it. But as per usual, the problem always boils down to Naruto's hacks. The thing about Dragon Ball is you have to exceed somebody heavily in power in order to be able to contend with their hacks. For example, his time prison can be overwhelmed by Jiren because Jiren is just leagues stronger. You know what I mean? If you want to lowball Naruto to moon level due to the Toneri fight, and you just pretend like he didn't get stronger after that, he would be around Raditz level, meaning that his hacks should affect him. So, same thing as before. Even if you don't think his AP is enough, Sealing, Chakra Rods, True Seeking Orbs, Rasen Shuriken spam, Shadow Clone spam. There's just so many different things Naruto can do to win this fight. And to be honest, Naruto is not against killing, so I hope he doesn't bring that up. Naruto will definitely try to talk to you, and if you don't listen, he'll just fucking kill you.
written in the history of anime. Their durability and powers are just absolutely bonkers.
Jesus,
but
my
I actually
eyes.
think Naruto could beat Raditz. Raditz has the unfortunate habit of being way too cocky for his own good. Using his jutsus, Naruto
there's
could
that
easily,
too.
well, I say
Specifically
easily,
with
but you get the point,
Raditz, if he just grabs his tail with a fucking, which something Naruto would do, honestly. If he just grabs his tail with a few shadow clones, it's
behind
GG.
Raditz and grab his tail. Since Raditz was unable to overcome the Saiyan's weakness of being paralyzed when their tail is squeezed, Naruto would be able to beat him then and there. I do believe that Naruto would actually need to enter his warrior mode or higher to be able to even get behind Raditz though. I make it sound easy, but Naruto could just easily get ass blasted by Raditz if
I do think Naruto will
Now,
have to
moving on
use
the final
some
round.
type of 6 paths mode, maybe even his strongest mode for 6 paths. I don't think he'll need like the 3-headed Kurama mode or anything, but I definitely think he's gonna need 6 path sage mode. So that's just because he needs to have access to his hacks. But otherwise, no. He does not need Baryon mode for Raditz. That's overkill.
Which is a spoiler, I suppose, but you know, if you're this deep in the video, you've probably already realized like the time is almost up. But meet Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans and also the one to end Naruto's winning streak. Before you all start complaining in the comments, hear me out, okay? Vegeta has all of the same strength that Raditz has, except for a few differences. For one, Vegeta overcame the weakness that comes with a Saiyan's tail, so that same tactic just won't work here.
Yeah,
Secondly,
no
Vegeta
shit.
has the ability to create blood waves at will, essentially making his Great Ape transformation an on and off switch. Even if Naruto were to go full on max power Sage mode, there is absolutely no way he could hope to win against Vegeta. Especially if Vegeta goes monkey on his ass, the fight between Naruto and Vegeta would be kind of like that one scene of Clementine struggling against Ainz from the anime Overlord. Sadly for Naruto,
So here's why I don't agree with this. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Ja. I agree. I'm arguing the lowest hanging fruit because everyone's gonna lowball Naruto because that's just how it is. So I always argue that even if you don't think Naruto has the AP feats to win, which he does, the Nine's Tails has been stated multiple times to be able to turn the world to ash, and this is before any amps from Naruto himself, you know, through his own training and mastering of the powers, plus 6 paths chakra, plus, you know, the addition of Yin Yang release. But, you know, people are always going to say that that's highball or, you know, some bullshit. So I'm just going to go off. I'm just going off just hacks right now. I'm just going off just hacks. It is pretty easy to prove that one singular Biju bomb from like the weakest Biju is around mountain to island level. And we all know the 9 tails are stronger than the other Biju. They go in order from weakest to strongest based on their tails. I believe that's how that works, right? So that's why the 10 tails is the strongest. So if the 1 tails can create an island level or mountain level to island level, if you want to lowball it, Biju bomb, why would a mastered Kurama mode Naruto, who already without mastery of this power can turn the world to ash, not be at least planetary? And this is before we get to like movies like The Last, where they were going to casually wipe away a meteor that threatened the earth. A bunch of just generic shinobis who just pour their chakra into a machine. Sasuke casually obliterating a meteorite that was going to level Konoha with his base attack, just a normal Chidori, nothing crazy. Konoha itself being larger than the mountains that surround it. But this is fine. I'm not going to sit here and continue to like power scale Naruto too much. My point is, even if we're generous with Vegeta, right? So I'm going to pull up everybody's favorite website to use. I really want to avoid using Versus Battle Wiki too much because I don't think it's the best source. But I'm going to pull it up just because everybody tends to enjoy using it. So for those who don't power scale and just go to the wiki and go off that, which a lot of people do, Vegeta would be planet level or higher. So let's give him large planet, which is why I think he is, because Earth is considered a small planet to them. That's cool. That's pretty fucking epic. Now let's see how Versus Battle did my boy Naruto. Let's see if they've done this right. We're gonna just use. I don't even think we need Baryon mode, but let's see. Let's see how they did my boy Naruto. The low ball is insane. They gave my boy a large mountain level. Now let me show you something funny about that. They gave full power Naruto mountain level. Now I'm not sure if they're definitely including. Oh wait, is this before? Wait, let me see. Let me make sure. I might be reading this wrong. I'm gonna say because I had a really easy debunk for that. Okay. I thought they were saying War Arc. My bad. They were not saying War Arc. I was about to say, what are you talking about? Because Madara casually, while weakened by Edo Tensei, slices apart multiple mountains by unsheathing a Susanoo blade. So how the fuck would Naruto be just large mountain if he's able to overpower Madara in base form after getting 6 paths chakra? This makes more sense. So we have planet level. And I already said he would at least be planet level because of Kaguya. So it looks like they got that right. Arguably higher. So let's argue. And this is beyond wrong, but this is okay. They don't want to use the data books. That's fine. Whatever. They can have it. We can argue large planet level for Naruto as well. Let's go back to the video. So we now have the most reputable, according to most power scalers or people that think that they know how to power scale, source saying that both Naruto and Vegeta are large planet level. To my knowledge, there's no reason to believe that the Ozaru puts him above large planet level. You can argue multipliers and stuff for power levels, but like I said, and like he said in his own video, he's not using power levels, so power levels are bullshit. By this premise, I think Naruto easily should match Vegeta in this saga, using anything from the War Arc. I do think he's going to have a little bit of a tough time. Vegeta's no pushover. He's great in combat. He has a vast arsenal of ki-based moves. But I feel like when he goes monkey, all Naruto has to do is get into the Kurama avatar and just Rasen Shuriken spam the shit out of him until he blows his tail off. Like what's stopping that from happening? If Yaja fucking Robi can chop his tail off, why can't Naruto's Biju Bomb do the same thing? The Rasen Shuriken, you have to keep in mind, is a molecular-based attack. If it hits that tail, that's GG. Based on his premise, Naruto wouldn't be able to or have the knowledge somehow to grab Raditz tail. So if he had the same knowledge in the fight versus Vegeta, he would do the same thing. He'd be like, well, I can't grab this guy's tail. What if I just blow it off? It's like this guy is not. I'm sure this guy it may have some good content. I'm not trying to be too, harsh on the channel. Even has a decent amount of views. But I think that these arguments are too surface level and very disingenuous. But like you said, it's just a video. I mean, no reason to hate on the guy personally. But his arguing and logic is just really bad.
My recent video of how Luffy would have fared in the Dragon Ball universe.
Well, I really don't care about that, to be honest. So I guess that's where the video ends. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I disagree with almost everything in that video. Simply put, you didn't argue or give any real reason why. You just said if he goes into grade 8, it's nothing Naruto can do. Why? Why is there nothing Naruto can do? And this gets me into the main point I want to make about this video, and not about this guy in particular. I just anime. I'm sure you make great videos. I'm sure you take pride in your videos. So just take this, if you're watching it, as critique from somebody who, makes these same type of videos. You got to give better reasoning, my guy. You gave everybody superhuman strength in this entire video. Gave everybody key control in this entire video. That's not specifically special to the people you said win. Give me reasons why they win. What techniques do they use that allow them to win? What scaling or AP calcs or whatever you have, give them the reasons why they win. Something. I mean, other than that, it's an enjoyable video and even a good topic. Maybe I'll tackle it myself. And I think the issue I have with this type of video is that it reinforces a stigma that Dragon Ball characters are completely untouchable in anime debates, and they're way stronger than what they really are. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. They're fictional characters. However, when people like me, we have like our livelihoods on YouTube, or we use it as a hobby to make, you know, side money, or it's just a hobby we enjoy doing, it becomes really unenjoyable and hard to do when people take arguments like this from this guy's video and bring them to other places where they don't apply. So going through the comments, not a single person is making the same, you know, points I am, of like, okay, well, can you give better reasoning? Even if you agree that Vegeta wins, it's like, okay, well, you didn't say anything. You spent 2 seconds on this portion. Why does he win? I want to use your video as proof for an argument. I can't do that now because you gave no reasoning. So I'm going through here. And yeah, the issue with Dragon Ball power scalers that aren't like reputable, like, you know, like, I don't want to say me, but like YouTubers who make content like me, is when they see something that agrees with their argument, they don't care how it gets there. It's just, hey, this person said Goku wins, so that's it. Yo, you go watch the video. He said it in this video. I've been sent videos multiple times instead of just being debated about why so-and-so beats who. And I'm okay with that, but then I watch the video and it's the most disingenuous bullshit I've ever seen. I think the issue is that this video is fostering a stigma that just like, and it's going to continue, and it's that Naruto characters are extremely weak. And it makes it hard for people like me to make videos on Naruto characters, putting them at, I put Minato at around island level. People had a problem with that. People were arguing with me about Minato at island level, y'all. Island level Minato. You want to know why? It's because videos like this downplay the shit out of Naruto characters. It's crazy. Insane. How do you think Cosmic Garou does in the Bleachverse? So the issue with that is I haven't like watched Bleach in a long time. So I can't really give you an exact. However, based on what I've seen, and I will not confirm this scaling because I'm not sure, the Bleachverse kind of caps out at Universal Plus. So if you're a believer of that, and we discussed this in my server, if people really just don't agree, that's whatever. I don't really give a shit. But based on the exponential growth chart that Garou was given, on top of a shit ton of statements revolving around Garou and Saitama, specifically the fact that Garou said Saitama was infinite multiple times and limitless, and said he would copy him infinitely or whatever the fuck. And then on top of that, what's up, jobbers? And then on top of that, having the mastery of all the universal energies, you could easily put Garou at Uni. If you don't agree, if you look at the fucking exponential growth chart, make a simple formula for it and plug it in with generic, what do you call it? Not generic, but if you plug it in with the massively faster than light calc they have for the IO fight, you would get that Saitama grows to Uni within a couple nanoseconds. Unlisted on purpose. Is this fucking unlisted? No shot this is unlisted. It is unlisted. What the fuck? You're not. Oh my god. Well, we'll be live for a little bit longer, so hopefully that changes. Now it's on private. What the fuck is going on? Public. Okay, that was not how that was supposed to go. Okay. I thought I switched it to public, but I guess I didn't. So what I'm probably gonna do is end this stream go live again so that people get the notification, and we'll run it. We'll continue where we left off. But we're talking about Garrow in the Bleach verse, so I'm gonna pick it up right from there.